Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. What's going on? Today we're going to do it a little differently since there's so many games on the schedule. Right on this video, I'm just going to cover the noon games. Then I will make another video with the mid-afternoon games and then the evening games as well. So there's going to be 3 videos in total covering all of today's college football. Not all the matches, but I think there's about 39 I'm covering. So there's about 10 or 11 here in the noon games that I'm going to be covering in this video. So sit back, enjoy, tail or fade, the choice is yours, but let's all try to bank. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and please do smash that thumbs up button. That's all I ask in return for my picks. I will never charge for my picks. I just ask for a simple thanks by just giving me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you are indeed new. Let's get to the picks, and again, good luck to you whichever way you go. Let's roll. Both teams have lost 4 in a row, so something's got to give here. Ehlers is coming off one of the worst games of his collegiate career, but should be in a good spot to bounce back versus Temple. The Pirates showed an ability to run the football last week versus a tough Cincinnati front, and should have an easier time doing so this week, which should also help take some pressure off of Ehlers. The Owls have struggled to stop the run, 96th in the FBS, and East Carolina has a pair of talented freshman running backs to move the ball on the ground. Meanwhile, Temple has scored 13 points per game over its last 3 contests and will be down to a freshman 4th-stringer at quarterback in this one. Take East Carolina to cover the spread in this AAC showdown on Saturday afternoon. East Carolina Pirates minus 3.5 is a play on this one. Since moving to the FBS level in 2017, the Chants have never won more than 2 conference games. Coastal Carolina has also never beaten the Mountaineers, going 0-6 all-time against their conference division rivals. However, with the way things are going in 2020, it's hard to bet against the Chants in this spot. Appalachian State has the pedigree and big game experience to get the job done, but the Mountaineers are a little banged up coming into this one. App State could be without its starting quarterback and starting running back on offense, which isn't going to make moving the ball any easier against Coastal Carolina's Black Swarm defense. Take Coastal Carolina to cover the spread and add another accomplishment to its historic season this weekend versus the Mountaineers. We're going to go Coastal Carolina at minus 5.5. There's a reason that this spread is set at a healthy 34.5 points. Fresh off a bye and its first loss of the season, expect Clemson to come out with a bang this week. Dabo Swinney will be fired up to have his starting quarterback under center again, and Lawrence is just one big game away from putting his name back in the Heisman race. Most pundits have Lawrence as low as number 4 on their Heisman list, but a strong finish could change the minds of voters over the final few weeks. Florida State comes in allowing over 36 points and 464 yards on total offense per game. The Seminoles have given up at least 38 points in every game during their 3-game slide, and Clemson might be able to double that number this week. Take the Tigers to cover the spread on the road against FSU on Saturday. Clemson Tigers minus 34.5 is a play. This is a rebuilding job for Mel Tucker in his first season with the Spartans. They do have some talent on the defensive end, but they need help on the offensive side of the ball. Maryland could use some of that talent and experience on defense, but all they needed was a quarterback, because they have had talent at the skill positions for years. Jared is potentially another Stephon Diggs, while they also have Dante Demas, 17 catches for 228 yards, and Jashawn Jones, 9 for 152, who can all fly. The Spartans are a mess on offense, and they are in worse shape than Penn State in that regard. Let's take Maryland minus 6 as a play in this one. The amount of disrespect being shown to Indiana heading into this game is surprising. Trust me, I get it. Ohio State is the powerhouse team playing at home with Fields at quarterback. Yet, it would be ludicrous to completely discount the kind of season Penix is putting together as well. He is a rising college star desperately in need of that one signature performance to put his name in the same conversation as college football's elite. This could be that game for him. The week off for Ohio State shouldn't be considered a positive, considering they've only had 3 games so far this season. If anything, it brought a sudden halt to the rhythm the team was still trying to establish on the field after an extended offseason. So I'm expecting them to come out looking a bit sluggish. Indiana may not have the offensive firepower or versatility to hang around in a shootout, but they have the defense to stay in the game. It's a tough unit currently leading the conference in sacks. There won't be much room for comfort for Fields in the pocket, and he'll have to fight for every single yard. The high-flying offense for the Buckeyes is about to be grounded by an underdog Hoosiers defense that packs a hell of a punch. Give me the points and Indiana. Indiana Hoosiers plus 20.5 is my play on this one. 5 of Georgia State's 6 wins and 6 of their 8 contests overall have been decided by 7 points or less this season. That bodes fairly well for a close game in this one, but getting points on the board could be a challenge. Army, even after giving up 38 points last week, is still a top 10 scoring defense in the country, while Georgia Southern is in the top 25. This could be a fast game as the teams grind the clock with the run, with this contest featuring 2 of the top 4 rushing offenses in the country. Given the fact that Army is at home, and they are primed to bounce back after last week's shellacking, plus the way Georgia Southern has covered just once in 3 road games this season, give the Black Knights the edge here. Let's go Army Black Knights minus 3.5 as a play in this game. I love Illinois to cover this big number and keep this game close. Nebraska has been one of the most overvalued teams in the betting market over the last few seasons, as they continue to not live up to expectations. The Cornhuskers are just 3-9 against the spread in their last 12 games. They have had to turn to their backup quarterback, and now could be without their starting running back. Illinois is coming off what was an impressive road win as an underdog. The Fighting Illini had to fight through a tough schedule to open the season, but the loss to Wisconsin does not look nearly as bad now. Give me the points and give me Illinois plus 16 as the play in this game. I am taking SMU in this showdown. SMU is the better team in this matchup, and their 2 losses came against undefeated Cincinnati and a 4-1 Tulsa team on the road last week. The Mustangs' offense is going to be at 76th in the FBS against the pass, and SMU quarterback Shane Buechele had the talent to take advantage. The senior quarterback is averaging over 300 passing yards per game, and he will pick apart Houston's defense. Furthermore, the Cougars' offense is very inconsistent and have scored 21 or fewer points in 2 of their last 3 games. Houston hasn't been close in their losses, as all 3 defeats have occurred by 17 or more points. Let's go SMU Mustangs minus 3 as a play in this match. I am in love with this play. The LSU Tigers have had a couple of weeks to stew over their 37-point loss to Auburn, and they will take out their frustrations on an Arkansas team that was just crushed by Florida. Last year, LSU won this game by 36 as 39.5-point favorites, and I do not feel that they are 37 points worse than that team was. TJ Finley has had some extra time to get ready for this game, and I note that he did throw for 265 yards with 2 touchdowns and an interception in a 52-24 win over South Carolina. The LSU has not been that good at all, but the extra time off should help them, and they are not facing a great Arkansas offense. Yes, Franks has had a good season so far, but he did not have a great game against LSU back in 2018, and he will be facing an angry Tiger defense that still has a lot of pride. LSU has not fared well against the spread in this series, but most of the spreads have been huge, and this one is right around a field goal. Look for LSU to have a big game on both sides of the ball as they claw their way back to the 500 mark. I am taking LSU less than a field goal, minus 2.5. LSU minus 2.5 in this game. As good as Florida has been this season, none of their 6 victories has come by more than 28 points. Vanderbilt will be the lowest rated team the Gators have faced, but the Commodores have been tough at times, including when they managed to hang in with 5 points of the then number 10 ranked Texas A&M Aggies in the season opener. Texas A&M is a team that handed Florida its only loss this season. The Commodores have managed to cover the spread as a double-digit dog in back-to-back weeks, and I expect them to find enough holes in the Gators' defense to cover the large number here. Give me Vanderbilt plus 31.5 points. Hopefully we cover. That's a lot of points. Should be done. Let's go Commodores. There we have it, folks. Let's get to the betting window, place our bets, and make some money. Hopefully. If you enjoyed the video, again, please do give it a thumbs up. Appreciate your time, patience, and as always, make the winnings be yours. Good luck to you in your picks. Let's roll. Let's cash. Let's make. Let's bank. Talk to y'all later in the next video for this afternoon's matchups. Later afternoon. Take care. Peace out. Mavakaga. Out.